Hey guys, Noah from Stage 3 Motorsports here, and we're outside of Phoenix running around the desert with our buddy Mark and his 2017 Raptor. So those of you familiar with the Raptor will know that they do come with some pretty amped up suspension straight from factory. And while that's all great, there is still definitely some upgrades that can be done to improve it or even squeeze out a bit more off-road capability. And one of those upgrades is these Camburg KINETIK upper control arms.
After removing the wheels to gain full access to the front suspension, we can begin by removing the vacuum lines that attach to the steering knuckle for more slack in the system. Next up is the upper control arm that can be loosened from the knuckle, but the nut must be left threaded on just a couple turns so that we can break it loose with a hammer. Move on to loosening the control arm bolts at the frame. Now we can fully remove the UCA nut at the knuckle to swing it out of the way. Set up the new control arm by threading on the jam nuts to the heims, as well as applying some anti-seize to the threads. The heims can be threaded into the control arms. The final placement will be 3 threads out from the jam nut once the jam nut is tightened. Then insert the set screw to secure its placement. For future reference, this is how the Uniball will be set up once the control arm is in the truck. The misalignment spacer through the bottom, the upper cup on top, then slide in the spindle bolt through the top. Attach the new Camburg arm to the frame mounts with its hardware. The control arm can now be fully tightened to the frame of the truck. Once the frame mounts are tightened, swing the arm down to insert the assembled Uniball joint into the knuckle and torque it down. Since we don't need the extra slack anymore, the vacuum lines are ready to be reattached to the knuckle and frame. Lastly, attach the cap and O-ring to the top of the Uniball to complete the install.